homeowners. A lot of us did it backwards. We bought a single family first. And we're like, all right, do we have equity in our home? Can we use that equity to parlay it into wealth? And has anyone heard of a self-directed IRA? This is really cool. I have a slide that I'll show you where you can have a self-directed IRA, buy real estate inside that IRA, make cash flow and profits inside the IRA, and all of its tax-free growth as long as you keep the money inside the IRA. It's a beautiful thing, okay? And many of you, if you're current homeowners, have enough assets or equity to buy real estate now. Now, group 3, trying to flip properties. What are we doing with our future, right? Most investors' tax returns are all screwed up. Why? Because I fight with the CPAs. The CPAs use write-offs and losses for repairs, and they don't use depreciation. I'll explain that later. And if you're an investor, what's your short and long-term goal? If you want to flip 5 properties, let me show you how to keep 1 per year. Just keep 1 per year. 3-4 years later, you'll thank me, you'll have 4 long-term properties. I have this thing called the Power 4, which I'm going to show you. We reverse engineer a flip by using the Power 4 and deciding, is this property worth selling or is this property worth keeping? Let's go into 3, 2, 1 and done real quick. Look at this, guys. Year 1, buy a 3 or 4 family, 3.5% down, $14,000 down. This is making the assumption that we can include closing costs in something that we call seller concession. You live in it 1 year, you have to live in it. That's the occupancy, 1 year. Then you move out, you buy a 2 family. You put 5% down, you have to live in that. And then you move out to the single family. So I always say, if it's a guy or a girl, we gotta get you guys early, before you're married with children. Because once you're married with children, you're not moving. So hurry up and get real estate before you get married and start having kids, because then it's much harder to move. Who would like to buy $1.05 million in real estate for $39.5? Anybody? Me?
Me.
Heck yeah.
Me.
All of us. Let's go. And listen, here's the thing. When we buy the single family first, we kind of screw up the formula because usually the underwriters don't believe that we're going to do it the other way, right? You can go from a 3 to a 2 or a 4 to a 3. Now, who knows why? Somebody knows why. That it's 3, 2, 1 and done, not 4, 3, 2, 1 and done. Who knows the answer? It's a very technical answer. I stumped you guys, huh? 3, 2, 1 and done rhymed. This is me making jokes to myself. But no, seriously, the reality is...
Is it because the 4 families considered commercial?
No, it's because 3, 2, 1 and done rhymed.
Oh, you really?
That's really the answer. Okay. So thank you. Yeah, thank you, Vanessa. No, I like 4, 3, 2, 1 and done better. It just didn't rhyme. So if you have an opportunity to buy a 4, it's not commercial. Fannie Mae limits are 4. That's the first thing we do. Now here's a real life example. This was 3 years ago, so we're not going to get it at this price anymore. It's probably 800 grand now. But this was a real live property at one of my seminars in Jersey City at the Westin. This person bought the property for $449,000. They put $15,715 down. Their mortgage is $3276. They lived in one of the units. The other 2 rents, owner occupied, right? So they lived in one, they rented 2, was $2,900. They lived in this property for $376. Insane. Then they moved out after year 1, and all 3 rents were $4,250. So now this property was $974 a month in cash flow, or $11,688 a year. And in year 2, I have this thing I teach called yield. The yield on our down payment, meaning the money, cash on cash return we made on our investment, was 74%. With amortization, which is the paying down of the loan, it was 123%. These people made over 100% on their money within a year. They had all their money back. And they had a property making almost $1,000 a month. Now that property, I guarantee for all my realtor friends, is worth 800 grand. Now we're not always gonna get that jump in appreciation, so I don't care as much about appreciation as I do cash flow, okay? This is a real life example.